Hey guys, welcome to Toy Review TV, and this time I'll be taking a look at this battle pack, which is the Hasbro Star Wars 501st Legion ATRT pack, and it does come with two action figures, which are the ARF Trooper and the TX-21 Tactical Droid in 3 3/4 sizes, and we get a fighter pods code inserted inside this pack as well. Now this packaging is the new 2013 Star Wars packaging. We get Yoda instead of Darth Maul this time, and it is in the green style, and there is the rear of your box showing a few features of this set, and this set will cost around £19 to buy here in the UK. But let's open this up and see exactly what we get inside. Okay, so here is exactly what we get inside. I'll start with the TX-21 medical droid first. It does come with this one weapon, this one blaster weapon, all in black, and it is articulated at the neck, so you can 360 and you can swivel that up and down slightly as well. It will move up and down, but this feels very cheap. It is very thin. The arms are very thin there. They do widen out, but we get articulation at the top of the arm as well, so this will move, but as you can see the arm does flex a lot because it is very thin, and we do get articulation at the elbow as well, and the hand will spin, so you can move that around, and that is the same for both arms. Now we get the body piece as well. This will swivel round, so you can swivel that 360 degrees. Some nice detail to the head and to the body sections as well. And we get this lower grille section on the droid, and then the legs. You can move the legs at the top, so they will move at the top, but we don't have any articulation at the knee joint. It is simply just flexible, but you can't move those joints. And then down to the rear by the foot, this is ball jointed, so you can spin the foot and you can move it up and down as well. So there is quite a bit of articulation, but we, like I say, it's not so good because we don't get the knee joint articulation, and it does feel very cheap, and it is very thin in places. Now let's get on to the 501st ARF Trooper. It does come with this one black blaster weapon, which he doesn't really hold very well, especially in his right hand. It does tend to fall out very easily. It does have the well-known blue and white 501st colours. We do have articulation on the head, 360 left to right, and a slight bit of tilt as well on there. And we do have this body portion which does move in the centre. It does come with a utility belt as well clipped onto the figure. We have articulation at the top of the shoulder, at the elbow, and also we have a rotating hand as well on both arms. And now down to the legs, we have articulation at the top of the leg, then we have the knee joint articulation and also the foot as well. And like I say, we do have that both sides. You can spin the knee around if you want to at the knee joint, and of course you can spin the foot as well. But the detail isn't too bad on this figure. It's not the best detail I've seen on a Star Wars figure. It is pretty average really. It does feel quite cheap in places, and like I say, the hands don't grasp the blaster very well at all, but the head detail is probably the best feature on this action figure. Now on to the 501st ATRT. This is pretty cool. We have the large blaster at the front, and you can move that if you want to, and the legs as well will move at the top. They will snap. They are quite a snappy joint, and they will snap into place. And you can also move the feet as well, so you can have it in a running position if you wanted to. You can have the feet facing forward and the legs in some kind of running position, or you can have it in a stationary position, and it will get there in the end, guys. It is a little temperamental, but there you go. It is not too bad once you get the hang of the articulation on the legs, and we get this antenna receiver on the back, and then we have this seating area for your 501st ARF Trooper. We get the 501st print on the side as well, and the colours are quite nice on this. It's not overdone, but it doesn't need to be. It is just about right. I still think this set is slightly overpriced though, guys. I do think it's a little expensive for the quality of the figures. The ATRT doesn't feel too bad, but it is a thicker constructed vehicle. Now in the cockpit or seating area, we do get these handlebars. Now these are fixed, they do flex slightly, but your ARF Trooper with a little persuasion should sit. Okay, so now we have the ARF Trooper sitting in the ATRT. Sorry if the video did cut then, guys, but he was a little difficult to get in the seating area. As you can see, he doesn't sit in there too well. The ball joints don't allow, and the waist at the top of the leg kind of restricts the leg, so you have to bend the legs round quite abnormally. But that is probably the best I could get him in there, so it doesn't look too bad once you have the figure sitting atop the ATRT. But I will say it isn't the easiest thing to do, and it might take a few attempts first to actually get him in the position you want him in. Well, there you have it, guys. That was the 501st Legion ATRT from Hasbro, from the new 2013 action figure and toy line. In my opinion, this does feel cheap. I think it is a bit overpriced as well for what it is. The action figures, especially the medical droid, feels cheap. It's hard to get the weapons in the hands of both figures, and also it is quite difficult to get the ARF Trooper sitting atop the ATRT without having a few attempts at it first. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, and please do stay tuned for more awesome toy reviews, and I will see you next time here on Toy Review TV.